Hello guys! Today, ang ituturo ko sa inyo is all about conversion of units of measurements. Okay, let's start. Conversion of units. It is the conversion between different units of measurement for the same quantity, typically through multiplicative conversion factors. Also, conversion factor is a number used to change one set of units to another, either by multiplying or dividing. This involves, first, we have yung English system kung tinatawag, which is based on a non-universal way of measuring by means of human body parts or other instrument. So what we mean by the English system is ito yung panukat natin gamit yung katawan lang natin. Kunwari, pag sinabi nating 1 pulgada, ganun, ginagamit natin yung katawan natin, di ba? Kapag 1 yarda, ginagamit natin yung haba lang nung ating braso para masabing 1 yarda yung isang bagay. Okay, yun yung English system. On the other hand naman, yung pangalawang system natin, which is yung tinatawag na metric system, ito naman ay based daw sa decimal system. The conversion could be from same system, English system to English system, or metric system to metric system. It could also be from English system to metric system and vice versa. Okay, to further understand this, let's have this conversion table natin. So, meron tayo ditong units of length in English system, units of length in the metric system, and also system to system conversion for length, or yung English system to metric system natin. Okay? So, ito yung some examples ng ating conversion na lagi nating ginagamit. So, pagdating sa mga ganitong bagay na conversion, mahalagang kabisado natin kung ano ba yung katumbas ng isang measurement kapag ililipat mo sa ganitong measurement. Okay? So, for example, meron tayo dito sa English system natin na ang 1 foot, katumbas niya, 12 inches. Kapag sa English to English lang kasi ang foot and inches, parehas silang English system. Pero kapag meron naman tayong system to system, yung 1 foot daw, katumbas naman niya 0.30 meters. Okay? So, parang pinag-combine mo yung dalawang system natin. Okay? So, yun yung ginagawa natin sa system to system. Ngayon, meron naman tayo dito rin sa metric system natin. Ito naman yung decimal system na tinatawag, or ito yung talagang sinusukat gamit yung meter stick, ganon, or gamit yung mga metro. Basta yung mga gamit nating panukat. Okay? Hindi siya yung gagamitan natin ng body parts, unlike sa English system. Okay, for example, etong 1,000 mm, ang katumbas niya is 1 meter lang. And then yung 100 centimeters din, ang katumbas naman niya, 1 meter lang din. Okay, so yun yung mga few examples natin sa ating units of length, both English system and metric system. Ngayon, punta naman tayo dito sa table of conversion ng mass naman, or ng bigat ng isang bagay. Okay, meron din tayo ditong English system and metric system. Sa English system, ito yung mga ounces, ito yung pound, ito yung ton. So, English system yung tawag sa mga ganong measurement. Okay, for example, yung 1 ounce daw katumbas ay 437.5 na grains. Yung 1 pound daw katumbas 16 ounces, and so on and so on. Ngayon, dito naman sa ating metric system, ito naman yung mga gram, milligram, kilogram. Ito yung talagang tinitimbang natin gamit yung mga weighing scale, mapa-digital man, or any other type of weighing scale, okay? Ito yung tinitimbang. Metric system yung tawag sa kanya. For example, we have 1 gram. Ang katumbas niya is 1,000 milligram. And also, 1 gram katumbas niya 100 centigram. And yung pinakaalam nating lahat, yung 1 kilogram, 1,000 gram siya. Okay? Tapos, meron din tayo ditong system-to-system conversions for masses. Meron tayong 1 ounce. Ang equivalent daw niya, or approximately equal. Ayun yung sinasabi na itong sign natin na to. Hindi siya totally equal. Approximately equal lang siya dahil marami siyang decimal, okay? Nag-estimate lang. So, ang katumbas daw ng 1 ounce is 28.3 grams. So, from English system na 1 ounce, ang katumbas niya sa metric system is 28.3 gram. And also, yung 1 pound, ang katumbas daw niya is approximately 0.45 kilogram sa ating metric system. Okay? So, mahalagang yung mga ganitong conversion natin is medyo familiar tayo or much better kung kabisado natin kung ano ba yung katumbas ng ganito sa ganito. Okay? Kung English system to English system or English to metric or metric to metric lang. Mahalagang alam natin yon. Okay? So, by that, let's dive into some example. So, first we have here, convert 108 inches into feet. So, first, meron tayong inches. Okay? Ang inches natin is a unit of length sa ating English system. And we need to convert this into feet, which is also the unit of length sa ating English system. So basically, English system to English system lang ang ating conversion. Okay? So, paano tayo magko-convert? Ano yung pinakamagandang way ng conversion na gagawin natin? Yung systematic way na kailangan natin gamitin. Okay? So, sinabi sa ating definition kanina, ang pag-convert is in a multiplicative way. So, ano ba ang sinasabi sa multiplicative way? So, basically, sa multiplicative way, from the word itself, multiplicative or multiplication, you're just multiplying. Okay? Pero in this sense kasi, magka-cancel out tayo ng units. So, paano ba ginagawa yon? So, first, write muna natin yung given na 108 inches. Okay? So, IN, yan yung shorthand for inches ha. Baka malito kayo. So, ngayon, paano natin siya i-convert into feet? So, we all know from the conversion table na ang 1 feet daw is equal to 12 inches. So, anong kinalaman yan? So, yan yung gagamitin natin ngayon. So, paano natin gagamitin yan? So, basically, ito na yung papasok yung multiplicative way natin. Mag-multiply tayo sa 108 inches ng fraction. So, bakit fraction? Okay? So, fraction, dahil kailangan nating tanggalin tong inches. Okay? Paano natin tatanggalin yung inches? Kasi yung inches, tatanggalin natin siya para itong feet na lang yung matitira. Okay? So, paano yun? So, basically, pag nag-multiply ka, ano ba ang nakaka-cancel out sa atin? Nagka-cancel out ka ba ng numerator pag may pagkaparehas? Or numerator and denominator ang kina-cancel out mo pag may parehas silang dalawa? Siyempre, yung numerator and denominator. So, in that regard, yung 12 inches natin, saan natin siya ilalagay? Sa numerator or sa denominator? Siyempre, sa denominator. Para ma-cancel yung inches. Okay? Mahalagang yun yung isipin nyo. Sa multiplicative way natin, mahalagang maka-cancel mo yung units para alam mong tama yung ginagawa mo. And then, pagdating naman dito sa ating numerator, dito na papasok yung 1 feet. Or 1 foot rather. Okay? So, by that, etong ating inches, maka-cancel siya. Kasi, pag minultiply mo to, etong inches rather, mapupunta sa numerator. And, since parehas ng unit ang numerator and denominator, ika-cancel natin siya. Or may eliminate siya. Dahil mag-equal to 1 na lang siya. Okay? So, in this case, ang matitira, etong unit na feet. So, na-achieve na natin yung kailangan sa problem na convert inches to feet. Okay? So, ang ating huling gagawin is we need to simplify this expression. Meron tayong 108 times 1 over 12. And basically, that is just equal to 108. And then yung feet, copy natin yan over 12. Okay? So, to simplify this, 108 divided by 12 is just 9. Okay? And then, don't forget the unit, itong feet. Okay? So, copy rin natin yung feet. So, this is our answer for our first example. Okay? So, I hope malinaw paano tayo nag-multiply in a multiplicative way as per definition ng ating conversion. Okay? So, proceed tayo sa ating second example. We have convert 39 decimeters into millimeters. So, decimeters to millimeters. From metric to metric lang ang ating conversion. Kagaya ng ating first example, English to English, ito naman metric to metric. So, wala tayong system to system. Okay? So, let's write the example, or rather the given, which is 39 decimeter. Ngayon, meron ba tayong direct conversion ng decimeter to millimeters? Wala. Kung natatandaan nyo yung conversion table natin kanina, wala tayong decimeters to millimeters. Pero, meron tayong decimeter to meter, and then meron ding meter to millimeters. So, ibig sabihin, hindi lang tayo isang beses mag-multiply sa 39 decimeters para ma-convert to into millimeters. So, paano ba gagawin natin yan? So, saan natin i-multiply yung ating 39 decimeters? So, syempre, kung nasa numerator yung 39 decimeters, pag nag-multiply ka, kailangan nandito yung decimeter sa denominator para ma-cancel siya. Okay? So, ano ba ang conversion ng decimeter to meter? So, meron tayo ditong meter. Okay? Ano ang conversion ng decimeter to meter? So, according to the conversion table, for every 1 meter, there is 10 decimeter. Okay? So, cancel na natin to para malinaw sa inyo. Okay? So, ayan, meron na tayong meter. Ngayon, yung meter, pwede natin siyang i-convert to millimeters to achieve yung inihingi sa ating problem. Okay? Or sa ating conversion. So, ngayon, to cancel yung meter, kasi millimeter kailangan may. So, yung meter kailangan maka-cancel out natin siya. Which is nasa numerator siya. So, ibig sabihin, yung conversion natin ng meter is nasa denominator dapat. Okay. And then dito naman sa ating numerator, yung millimeters, para siya yung matitira. Okay? So, ano ang ating conversion factor for meter to millimeter? So, according ulit sa ating conversion table, for every 1 meter, there is 1,000 millimeter. Okay? And then we can cancel out yung meter dahil numerator and denominator siya. Common. So, ngayon na matitira na lang is itong millimeter. So, by that, alam nating na-achieve na natin yung conversion from decimeter to millimeter. Again, all we have to do is to simplify this expression na meron tayo. So, i-multiply natin to lahat. So, 39 times, or 39 divided by 10 muna, and then times 1,000. So, pwede ka nang mag-multiply dire-diretso dyan. So, meron tayo ditong 39 times 1,000 is basically 39,000 mm over etong 10 natin sa denominator. And this is equal to, so 39,000 divided by 10 is equals to 3,900 millimeter. Don't forget yung unit, ha. So, this is our answer for this example. Okay? So, proceed tayo sa ating third example. Convert 18.9 miles into meters. So, we have miles. And miles is in English system. Okay? It is a unit of length in English system. Convert daw ito sa meters, which is metric system. So, from English to metric tayo. So, let's write yung ating given. 18.9 miles. MI yung shorthand sa kanya. Multiply by, okay, again, wala tayong direct conversion for miles to meters. Pero meron tayong miles to kilometers and then kilometers to meters. So, dalawang beses ulit tayo mag-multiply. So, first thing we need to do is miles to kilometer. So, yung miles natin ay nasa baba to cancel yung miles and then kilometer yung nasa taas. Okay? So, ngayon, ano ang ating conversion for kilometer and mile? So, it is said for every 1 kilometer, there is 0.62 miles. So, we can cancel this out. And then, meron tayong kilometer. And itong kilometer, we need to convert this into meter to achieve yung inihingi sa ating problem. So, kilometer nasa denominator dahil siya yung nasa numerator. So, kailangan natin siyang i-cancel out. So, sa denominator, dapat yung kilometer natin sa ating conversion. And now, what is the conversion factor for meter to kilometer or kilometer to meter? So, for every 1 kilometer, there is 1,000 meter. So, we can cancel out na yung ating kilometer. So, na-achieve na natin yung inihinging miles to meters dahil meter na lang tong natira. Okay? So, now, we need to simplify this. And simplifying this, it's just 18.9 times 1,000, which is 18,000 900 meter divided by 0.62. And simplifying this, we will have 30,483.87 meter. Okay? So this is our final answer. Okay, let's proceed sa ating fourth example. Convert 11.3 grams into pounds. So we have the unit of mass, which is grams, and grams is in metric system. And then convert daw ito into pounds, which is nasa English system. So metric system to English system tayo. Okay, so we write the given 11.3 gram multiply to, saan natin ito yung multiply ngayon? So, is there a direct conversion from gram to pound or pound to gram? Syempre, wala. So, ang gagawin natin is i-convert muna natin itong gram into kilogram. Dahil meron tayong direct conversion ng kilogram to pound. Okay? So, gram yung ating nasa denominator dahil nasa numerator siya or siya yung given natin para makancel out. Kilogram naman itong nasa ating numerator. Conversion factor is for every 1 kilogram, there is 1,000 gram. And then now, we can cancel this gram. Ngayon, meron tayong kilogram. So, we can convert this kilogram into pounds. So, dito yung ating kilogram. And then, dito yung ating pounds. Okay? Para makancel yung kilogram. So, what is the conversion factor for pound to kilogram or kilogram to pound? So, for every 1 pound, there is 0.45 kilogram. And then, we can cancel this kilogram. Matitira na lang yung pound. So, na-achieve na natin yung ating kailangan sa problem. And all we need to do now is to simplify this expression. So, if you multiply and divide, ang ating magiging sagot is 0.0251 pounds. So, this is our answer. Okay? So, proceed tayo sa ating next example. We have convert 3.5 kilogram into grams. So, kilogram daw, which is in metric system ng unit of mass, to grams, which is also in metric system. So, same system lang tayo magko-convert. So, from 3.5 kilogram daw, saan natin siya i-multiply? So, there is a direct conversion from kilogram to gram kung natatandaan nyo yung ating conversion table. So, kilogram yung nasa baba, since kailangan siya makancel, and then gram yung nasa taas. So, ang ating conversion factor ulit, for every 1 kilogram, there is 1,000 gram. And then, we can cancel out na yung ating kilogram. Matitira na lang yung gram. So, it means, nasatisfy na natin yung kailangan sa problem. So, to simplify this, we have 3.5 times 1,000, which is equals to 3,500 gram. Don't forget the unit. So, this is our answer for this example. Okay? Then, for our last example, which is convert 7.2 pounds rather into ounces. So, for this example, kindly comment down your answer sa ating chat box and let's see kung naintindihan nyo yung ating lesson for today. If medyo nalilito pa kayo, you can always go back sa earlier part ng video na ito and also you can memorize or familiarize yung ating conversion table sa unit of mass and unit of length, both metric and English system, para mas maintindihan nyo kung paano tayo nagko-convert ng ating mga units. Okay? Or yung ating mga measurements rather. Okay? So that's it for our video for today. I hope may natutunan kayo and maraming salamat sa panonood.